Hey there, you prosperous individuals. It's John Zapata, and I'm going to see if I can quickly do some kind of clone or replica of Frank Kern's front page website. I'm not going to do all the pages because this video would be terrifyingly long. Maybe in other videos I'll do some other pages like the product page and things like that, where he's got some other cool stuff going on. But for now, I just want to make this front page because it's clean, it's good looking, and I'm sure it's very effective. And it's got this stud just standing here smiling at me on the front. So I'm gonna use his images and text and try to make it look as close as possible, but that is just for demonstration purposes. After the video is done, I'm going to remove his images and everything right away. I'm going to leave the framework of this page, just the bare bones of it, so that way if you want to use this framework of this page to have your own Frank Kern style, customizable web page that to use for whatever you want to use it for, you can add in your images and your text and your message and whatever else you want to do. So that's the goal of this, but I just want to show you how quick and easy you can do this using ClickFunnels, because it is an amazing tool that if you spend just a little bit of time getting to know it, getting used to using it, you can literally go out there, find any page on the web and make an effective version of it for yourself. And not only that, you can share it with other people like I'm going to do for you. So that's my goal for this video. Stick around if you want to see how this is done. Hopefully it won't get too long. I'll do my best. If it gets long, I'll break it up into multiple videos. Alright, so let's get going. First thing I did in ClickFunnels was I went ahead and just created the base funnel work. If you're a ClickFunnels member, you know how that works. So if you're not, you basically just click a button, say add new funnel, and then you can create new pages. I basically just created blank pages, so I'm starting from scratch so you can see how it's done. So first thing you want to do is add a new section. Of course, we'll want to make this a wide section to fill the page. Sometimes if you want to look and see like what how many sections you might need, I can take a guess that this probably be a section, this might be a section, this might be a section. I'll go ahead and create 3 just to start out with, maybe 4, and then we'll go ahead and just duplicate these. So we got 4 sections to work with. Now it looks like his background picture spans over multiple sections. You can see the transparency through there, the brick going through here, the brick going through here. So I believe we're going to have to make this, this is Chrome. Let me pause the video. I think I can maybe get it easier in Firefox. Hold on. Alright, so here's Firefox. Let me right click. See, I have an option to view background image, which is pretty wild. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that image, and then I'm going to go back to Chrome here and enter it in as a page background, background settings, and then just paste that there. And we'll do default. I will leave it at white for now because it's actually being overridden. So now we got the white sections overriding the background. So this is going to be the top section. Let's go ahead and remove all this padding that likes to be in there by default. And let's make black with some transparency. Now it looks like, I'm not sure how I'm going to do these icons. They're probably not going to look as cool unless I can think of a way, but and this little spacer I'm not really sure how to do offhand. So I'll probably just do, see, 1, 2, 3, because these will probably be images. This will be an element for 5. So let's do a 5 section column. We can always tweak this later. So here let's add an image, single image. single image, single image. Um, see if I can shrink these down without breaking it. Sometimes these columns get finicky. All right. Um, this will be text because this just says Frank Kern, right? Frank Kern. And then this was like a navigation. So add to page. And those are terrible colors. Let's see what. Okay, home about products blog connect. So let's modify this. Okay, so we got that. And normally we would, if we had other pages, we'd put the links in here, but we're not going to do that for now since we don't have any other pages. We're not going to bother with that. The only thing I did do, actually, let me slow down a minute. Let's go ahead and grab this color to get the text color right. I would say that's probably the closest one there. Oops. So we'll go back into here. And I don't know why they choose blue like that. And as you can see, there's only 3 of them, so we need to go down here and change it from 3 to 5, which I guess 3 is the default. And then it looks like it's bold, so we can, I think we can unbold it. Oh yeah, right here. Normal. So it looks a little better. And we'll probably want to do the same thing with his name and maybe find a better font. Yeah, I think we're going to keep it bold, so we'll just leave it like that. And then one font that I know of, I think it's called Average. That looks pretty damn similar to what he has there. So let's just see how it looks. All right, so close enough for now. The padding is the only thing that we're gonna have to even out. So I don't know if we can just take it away, maybe take away all the padding. The one thing I did do was I took his icons in advance just because I didn't know how else to get them. So the first one was Facebook. Second one, I believe, is Twitter. I don't know why they look all huge in there, but they do. And then the third one was the YouTube. So just go ahead and add that like that. And of course we have no links or anything. Those would be linking to our Facebook pages, our Twitter page, and our YouTube, obviously. So I know there's a way to like fix the padding and make this look better so they're closer. I'm not going to bother with that now just because it's going to take too much time. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go and save this page. So now we got the top part that looks relatively similar, right? It's not, if we wanted to add more padding, we could. We just go here, do a little top and bottom. So let's say maybe we wanted 10 on top, 10 on bottom. Make it look a little closer to the size. His is maybe a little darker. If we wanted to make it a little darker, we could. Like that. That looks pretty good. And we might want to copy this. Sometimes you can open up a notepad and just like paste in like certain things like colors and stuff you want to remember. Obviously not going to do that now. All right, so what's the next thing that we need to do? basically we need to get rid of, we need to add this so we can put in these headlines here and get rid of this coloring in this section. So let's get rid of this just by making it transparent. And now I'll add a new, I guess, 2-column block. Let's try that. And let's see here. So we'll just need a headline. I think we need 2 headlines basically. And what I'm going to try and do is just copy and paste this here. To make it easier. Let me see how we're doing. Almost 12 minutes in already, so we got to make this quite a bit bigger. Drop that back down. Oh, also, we can transform the text, which is really cool. Text transform. So we want to make it uppercase, so we'll just hit it like that. This, I don't think, is that uppercase? Yeah, it is. And that looks like the average font. This is just, I don't know what that is, so we'll just, might even just leave it as it is. But we got to make that quite a bit bigger. Most dependable and consistent way to generate was. See if I can shift this over. Yeah, it's not quite the same font, but you know, I don't know if I'm gonna care so much, because it's just gonna take up time trying to fix it. So let's make this a little bit bigger, but also I want to change that. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to be the same font as his name, average. See how it looks. Alright, so I think that's not too bad. Good enough. I mean, we can bump this. Let's see where it is. It's a little lower than his head, so if we're going to be picky, we can actually just drop the headline itself down. Make it 60, right? So it's a little lower now. So you can see I'm always saving, at least when I remember. I don't always remember, but it's a good idea to keep it in mind. That way, if you make them, you know, if you screw something up, make a mistake, then you can always just bounce out of the page and go back in. All right, so let's go ahead and create this section here. So we need like 2 little headlines and then this 3-column field here. So it'd be a form, and then a button. So we might want to just have 2, 3 row, 2, whatever you call them, 2, 3-block rows. That's what I'm trying to say. So we can duplicate that there. And again in this section, let's go ahead and make it transparent. Alright, so this would be a headline. What's the font on there? Almost looks the same. Same as up here. So let's go ahead and copy and paste. Oops. Copy, paste, copy, paste. This we got to drop down the size. Actually, we might want to, if it's going to let me. Let's see. Change this up to average. And I want to move this over, but it's like it's not letting me for some reason. Which sometimes you have these weird issues with the rows. So maybe what I can do is this. Bump it down and then move this one over there. See how that looks. And then I really got to shrink this one down, it looks like. And it looks like this should be on the left. And also average font. Alright, so just hit left. Alright, so that's pretty cool. And then I'll just make a new 3-column block. You see what happened there? On this one, for some reason, the things disappeared, so I couldn't shift this over. Don't know why. Don't know if it's my web browser. Could be that. My computer sucks, so I'm not saying it's ClickFunnels. I'm not saying it's not. Just for me, it happens sometimes. If it happens to you too, then could be ClickFunnels, like a weird thing. I don't know. But this is still version 1. They're coming out with version 2. Hopefully, maybe it's something they fix. We'll see. And this is another black transparency thing I need to create. So I'll just change the background color to black. Let's see, I guess that's probably good, right? And then is this white? Text is all white, okay. So we'll go ahead and change this. And I don't know that that needs to be bold. This one doesn't look like it should be bold. So we'll leave that. This one we can keep. We'll go ahead and keep that one bold. Alright, so that's cool. I'll save it. So this needs to be a form, right? Input form, I believe that's the one. Add to page. Type in form, input form. Add to page. This needs to be a button. Add to page. Alright, so it's coming along. This is supposed to be name, I imagine. Enter name, enter email. So, is it caps? Nope. Whoops. It is italics. I don't know if I could. Okay, we do need to set the input. So this is first name. Make it required. Make it required. Style simple. So you can like do different things to do different types of forms. We'll keep this simple. My composition. I don't see anything else. If I wanted to make it italics, I'd probably have to see if I could find a font that was italics. So I'm not going to bother with that. We'll do, this is email address, required, submit on, enter on. That should be both on. Okay, submit on, enter. All right, so onto the button. Orange button, simple, goes to black. I think we can replicate that. It says yes, comma, I want this. All right. So let's try that out. Was it caps? Yes. Yes, comma, I want, whoops. Period. All right. And button action, submit form. And then subtle style. We want, was it square? Let's see. It was like a flat one, right? Yeah, it was kind of pretty much a flat. It's a little rounded. And it's closer to the left. So let's move it left. No shadow. Fluid. So we can, maybe we could bump the font up a little bit. And then let's take away this margin, or at least make it smaller. Alright, actually I'll just change that to a 5. Alright, let's go ahead and save that. Oh, we want to fix the coloring. So let's use this color picker here. Grab that orange, Control C. And paste that in there. I don't know if there's going to be a way to make it turn black like his. That might not be possible. Or if it is, it's not going to be easy for me to figure out. So I might just not mess with that. See, there's text color, there's background color. I don't want to mess with the text color. I already changed the background color. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Who cares, right? Close enough. All right, so we got our opt-in form. Man, we're probably getting up there in time. 24 minutes. You know, I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to resume with part 2 where I will go ahead and finish up the rest of this page, which shouldn't take too long because I can duplicate some of this now. Alright, yeah, it shouldn't be too long. Alright, well, thanks for watching this first part of this cloning of Frank Kern's page, and I'll see you in part number 2.